I pray we don't cross paths with Bakul Jaja at the next feat. Ha. It will happen. I noticed Soral Ja was not at the Hanu village. The Hanu's festival must be as central to their traditions as the Sundrop dance is to the Vana. That's that one like whoo, 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 huh. Wait, is that the Sundrop dance? Maybe it's not. Maybe that's the. Maybe the Sundrop dance is the one that mixes all of them. Oh my belly! As long has it been since I feasted so well. When Wuklamat declared her intention to save the festival, I feared where it would lead us. I'm glad to see my concerns were unfounded. Alright, let's see what you got. And just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep moving and march onwards to Urkopacha. Urkopacha. Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your opportunistic Pelu friend has to say. I have learned a skill. Oh, is that? Okay. Can I not put that on the bar? I cannot. To Urkopacha. I've been waiting for what feels like days and eaten enough of Brook Evu's tacos to feed an army. What is it you'd like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Urkopacha, we depart from the Arc of the Dawn, then take the road west at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? That is indeed the way of Urkopacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to the rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me. Oh, is it the alpacas? It has to be, because it's around the chocobo thing. We shall take an alpaca. Una alpaca, por favor. Krele. Oh my, are these fluffy babies our mounts? Our mounts. The beasts are sure-footed, that's for certain. The Pelu Pelu all being small is confusing enough, but those masks make it almost impossible to tell men from women, let alone guess at their age. Clamato. Ugh, why did it have to be alpacas? Oh, right, wait, no, she warned us that they're not as cute as we think. Talking to a Pelu before we departed was a wise decision. I, for one, would rather not brave a treacherous, slippery trail on foot. May I introduce to you our most dependable companion, the alpaca. These animals can traverse Urkopacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fiends, and all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. Are alpacas kind of like goats, or is it goats that do it? That I know they can stand on very steep mountains, like almost completely vertical. They can stand on that stuff. So I wonder if alpacas are the same. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. Yes. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea. Well, alpacas are native to Yukteral. Eorzea has its chocobos, and its eastern lands have their horses. Oh, so the horses are from Doma, not the falcons. Okay. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits its qualities and where it is not needed anyway? But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. Right, they do spit. It's like camels. Haha, I see. Haha! What do they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. We're really doing this then. Come on! It's not that bad, I'm sure. So, was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful, even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good. I'll take my payment now. Oh my god, are you like Namazu? You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Belu Belu value the act of spreading joy through trade. As you should know, they take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Okay, so less greedy than the Namazu. Here you go, a fair price for your fair advice. Yes, I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. Better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Urcopacha, then that's what we'll do. Smile. I can't get over how more prominent that gap is. It didn't show much in cutscenes unless I was at a specific angle. The mouth gap for the Mikote.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urcopacha, the 100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty.
Okay, the cutscenes are messed up.
Calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent. What great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
Sometimes I get this weird stutter, and I'm not playing on PC. Like, I've never had that problem.
So this is Urcopacha. I've never actually been here before.
What?
The air is so crisp and clear.
Really? I see all that fog behind you.
Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular
Yeah,
has
but
quite the presence.
very clear air,
Puts me in mind of
Kryl.
Somal.
Oh,
That is
yeah,
Morgul
that's,
Sormor,
yeah.
the tallest mountain in Yogg-Tural. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance. Oh? Do tell. Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wuk Lamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here of all places.
Hello there.
But I should introduce myself. I am Bol Nok, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watrunpelo.
Oh, truly. I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
It's an Urcopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end. But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels.
No, don't go. I want to keep hearing this accent. I love this accent.
Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say. Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu Pelu merchants.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliola. Pelu Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas. They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
Watrunpelo's down the path! Off the main road! Don't get lost!
It's like a runaway child.
It's right there.
You know, if there was ever a time for Square Enix to do a Spanish dub, I feel like this was the perfect opportunity. And they missed it. Vamos para Urcopacha. Aquí comeremos tacos, tamales, todo lo que quieres comer. This is it, Watrunpelo, home of the Pelu Pelu. Wuklamat should have arrived before us. Y'all just let her go like that far ahead of us? Okay, so she's right there. Good. She was that far that we couldn't see her. That's not good. Uh-oh, is she getting swindled? You've come all this way for the right of secession. Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate then that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. Yep. Going on to the nearest opportunity. And the nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady. That's right. Come, Third Promise. My wool-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady? I like the sound of that. Oh, no. She's gonna be like, easily praised. Easily convinced after some praise. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. Stop it! Ahem. What did we just talk about? Erinville! What did you... Wait, was that an I or exclamation point? I couldn't tell. Ah, a Shitana from far off Zaktural. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survive them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course, of course. My shop door is always open. Care to explain yourself? You were saying something about not being easily charmed. I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase. And unwitting customers like Wuklamant will prey to this affable approach time and time again. Okay, so they are not like the Namazu. I don't think the Namazu will cheat you, scam you. I don't think the Namazu will scam you, but you know, they might. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu Pelu. Let us all take Erenville's words of caution to heart. Alright, we need a Stinian here. He'll buy everything in this village. Everything. And he'll be convinced really easily. I can't imagine they're saying like, trust me, you wear this wool and you'll be able to jump even higher. Look majestic while jumping. I guess I should look much better when I'm doing my skills. It'd be awesome. Is ready to search out the Dawn Servant Selector. Alright, let's go, Wuklamant. Ah, no. I needed to talk with the other people. Not my finest moment, I'll admit, but now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Kryl, Alize, and I will speak with the merchants. Wuklamant, you and Erenville might try approaching travelers and passerby. Kaito, pray investigate any other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. Okay, I like this little village. This little village this settlement looks better than a lot of settlement. Like it looks like it, you know, it's very well populated. Bibil Ja. All of them have Ja, huh? They sell mezcal directly from the distillery here. If you're a spirit drinker, I encourage you to give it a taste. Mezcal. What is mezcal? Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it. Me, I don't much care who sits the throne so long as they keep Tyrell peaceful. Okay, so you want the third promise then. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears starts flying. If you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. Sure, let me have some mezcal. It's a drink. Oh, right, yes. You were asking about the Elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading route, I have heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobli, could probably tell you more about it. Alright, we search for Tobli. You've had enough. Just one more cup. Is that mezcal? Is it like liquor? Is it like rum? Impatient porter. Electors? Oh yes, I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Perhaps I'm rooting for Zoral Ja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. In the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No, I would not. Very well, you said you wanted to know about the Elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're not a supporter of Zoro or his policies. What the hell? I could help you, but I won't. That evil little Mablu. Hello there, I'm Mablu. Did you have a question for me? Yes, I did. Sorry, I don't know anything about. I don't know about any electors. You should try a moment to see. Wait, what? You should take a moment to see about our prized alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close, and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you. And that stuff stinks. It has a stank to it. It happened to our visiting buyer not so long ago. Tobly. That's the head rancher. Was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobly noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. Alright, where Tobly at? Tobly! ¿Dónde estás, amigo? Welcome. If it isn't an alpaca, you... oh my god. Okay. Retread. My head is so messed up that I can't read a single line of text. Welcome. If it's an alpaca you need, then look no further. Before we get you saddled up, I'll need to add your name to our register. It'll make things smoother the next time you need a ride. You really have to watch yourself around. Wait, is it snowing? The heck? It snows here? Well, yeah, makes sense. No mountains, higher up elevation, potential snow. Alright. You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets, and then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobly is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if only they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I say we pay a visit before the others return. Alright, let's go. I wonder if my mount thingy is fixed. Let's see. Yes, it is. It works. Nice. It seems like there's something wrong with the tilt where sometimes you log in and it doesn't work. Sometimes it does. I don't know what makes it not work, but you know, I'm glad it's working. Okay, which one is Tobly? We're gonna have to identify him, aren't we? That is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say I'm scared, of course. Right. It's okay, it's okay. Fear is within all of us. Don't worry, Clamato. Excuse me, is one of these workers Tobly? Tobly? Oh, yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. Oh, God. You can't? Is this part of the contest? I knew we were going to have to figure out which one he is. All I can say is that Tobly often mentions his favorite pungent subject. Is it spit? Is it alpaca spit? I'm going to say it's alpaca spit. He also can't resist the profitable trade, though who among us could? Am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. Heh, so it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobly a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobly. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Great. We can meet back here to share our impressions. I got you. I know which one it is immediately. From now on, I already know it's usually not the first one you talk to. Okay. Say I was here. Say I started with Mablu, right? My first instinct would be to not see the one on the right. I would see this one and go immediately to that one after Mablu. Meaning it's probably not that one. So it's one of these two. But Wuklamat is talking to that one, so that one might not be it. So it has to be this one. It's probably not this one. You think I might be Tobli? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. Okay. Let me talk to the other one. Ah, a visitor from across the salt. If I'm not mistaken, be warned. Oh, that was a weird way of reading it. Whatever. Be warned, the alpacas will spit will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. Okay. Do they really spit on me? Let me see. Hold on. Maybe this one will spit on me. Spit. The beast regards you with wary eyes and a twitching jaw. Backing away slowly, maybe the wisest course of action. Spit on me! Okay, never mind. It doesn't spit. Alright, what about you? Am I Tobli? Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise and her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rite of succession then? You are not Tobli, bro. You are lying to me. Well, obviously I'm not Tobli. I mean, oops. I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobli is. Or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. Okay. I think it's the boastful one. Because of my deductions. I see we're both done with our interrogation. So, who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. The boastful ranch hand. That loud, boastful fellow? I suppose he could be Tobli. Only one way to find out. Nothing would make me happier than knowing your identity. So how about we make a deal and you tell me the truth? I have money. Haha, then I agree to your trade. Done and done. As for my part of the bargain, I am not Tobli, not the head ledger, and not the head rancher, just a humble ranch hand. Damn it! Damn it, Kaito, I trusted you. That coin could have brought me 300 gourmet tacos. Okay. Listen to me. My reasoning for why it could be Tobli was sound. And he also said nobody knew about alpacas more than him. Meaning that it would fall under the head rancher, would it not? That means he should have been the Tobli. Why? I've been tricked too. It's not my fault. No, I can't let this taco tragedy distract me from what matters most. We need to determine which one is Tobli. Damn, I thought I had that. Okay, so I forgot which one were the other two. Ah! Wait, hold on. I shall read chat. It was before Mablu. Wait. Okay, so it has to be the diligent one then, because I don't know, something tells me him telling me that he is right flags, but okay, let me think about it. But okay, he told me he is Tobli, which would make me think that he's not Tobli, but maybe that's a way for him to trick me into thinking he's not Tobli when in fact he is Tobli because he's being honest. Sound argument. Let's go. Nonchalant ranch hand. That's it. I win. It's over. Come on. He seemed so oh no. Unconvincing to me. But if that's your choice, then that's who we'll talk to. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Clamato. Totally, I offer you a deal. The truth of who you are in exchange for a tidy sum. What do you say? I say hand over the coin. The truth is, I'm not even a ranch hand. Just like to come by and watch the alpacas. What? You don't even work here? I knew I should have got my gut on this one. But now is not the time to mourn wasted coin. We need to regroup and rethink this. Okay. You know, I've always thought I've known this game. I am embarrassed. I am embarrassed to know that I have failed. I have failed miserably. And I now know not what to do. I can't... Come on, man. The game fooled me twice. Ah, so the worker is so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off our mystery ranch hand, so to speak. I am so sorry, Clamato. I did not mean for you to lose all your money. We know it's you, Tobly, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobly, head lecher of Wachumpelo, and head rancher of the family ranch. Yeah, I did it. It only was the last. Oh my god, man. I am also one of Galul Jaja's chosen electors. Aha! In a place featured in the Tuliolal saga, just as we thought. Though it took more coin than I would have liked to know for certain. Look, you're clearly rich if you still have coin. So it's nothing for you. She found you out fair and square, Tobly. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here.
Deducing the Dawnservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Ah, you are correct.
Right. Not hard at all.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Big Bro.
Zorolja.
I am told the head ledger, Tobly, is to be found here.
Okay.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobly. That's part of the test.
Tell me now, and I won't kill you. He immediately guesses it, huh? You are Tobly.
You're Tobly.
Ah! Damn!
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed. With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge.
Damn. I guess I should have tried that.
Per the Dawnservant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered the number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one. You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
What? Why?
While I've not had the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
You poor fool.
Bring out the example!
Okay. Yep. This is the real alpaca you'll be capturing.
This is a special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, third promise?
Oh, he's gonna spit on her.
Who? Me? Well, it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said.
Yeah. Big mistake. Yeah,
Ah! The little monster spat on me! Ah, oh, it stinks. I can't.
Bye, Clamato. Okay, I don't want to do this.
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly. Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed. Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Ew.
Wild valley braid like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Wakala.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but biddable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
Okay. You good? Yeah, fine.
That's all well and good, but did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
Yes.
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell.
Woo!
And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with the catching. The alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
Yes. Because you can catch.
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge. And when you reach the end of the rite, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
Very well. This won't take long.
Okay.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
A beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
Zoraja being cool as hell.
So
Cool.
far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas. But that doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
That's the spirit. But you'll be doing that, not me.
Are you all right, Orclamat? We thought we heard you scream.
The third promise does not scream.
Yeah.
It was more of a startled yelp.
Scream, in other words.
Yes. Yes. But I need to cover
Did you find
up.
the Elector?
Whew.
Oh, we certainly did.
Alright, so what's the point of the challenge? Are you trying to say like, oh, if you catch one of my precious alpacas, then there will be no dream that you cannot pursue and grasp successfully, or something like that. I don't know. Nothing will be with everything will be within your grasp. I had to go wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. But would you mind taking a sniffer? Just to make sure the stench has ruined my sense of smell. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Hey, I saw that look. 4. You stink. Spit on me next. Alright, you won't spit on me. Yo, my blue. I was impressed with how easily Soralja found Tobli, but also sort of frightened. Yeah. He's very intimidating. I've done my duty and assigned the claimants their feet. The rest is up to them. Judging by the volume of Wooklamat's scream, alpaca expectoration must have a nasty odor indeed. Expectoration? Come on, Alphano. English, bro. I'm content to remain ignorant of the smell. Zoralja puts me in mind of Garlemald's own exalted sons. Of the two, though, Xenos was undeniably more arrogant. Wait, who was the other guy? Who's the other son? I forget. Crele. So this is our sought-after elector. As Wooklamat helped demonstrate, the Valley Alpaca are wary of people getting close enough to catch one without me an easy tax. Okay, I need a second. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle. We infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten? We are a clan of merchants. If you want the taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column. What? You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting to gil, that comes to around 1 million or so. What? Mayhap we all pitch it. Wait, hold on. Is this like dollars to yen? How much is $10,000? A yen is like what? Roughly $1? $1 is like roughly 100 yen, I think. Right? So if 10 is 1,000, and 1,000 is 10,000, and 10,000 is 100,000. Well, not quite. Okay. Wait, did I do that math right? I didn't do that math right. 100, 10, 1,000, 100, 10,000, 1,000, 100,000, 10,000, 1 million. So yeah. This is like the dollar to yen conversion, I think. Kind of. No. This is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money somehow. Yo, don't worry. I got you. I have enough. In that case, that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for even more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. To bargain with for the saddle. Okay. Stop it. That's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pel into 1 million? That's 10,000 more. That's 10,000 times more. We need 10,000 pel, not a million. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. I panicked and got confused with alpacas. Well, Alphino's million gil. Yeah. Alpacas. Alphino is now alpaca. I'm not sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again. Mablu. I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's all right if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat like you asked. As long as Wuklamat goes alone to capture alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whoever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, third promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly, although Kaito, I think you should go with Wuklamat. Thank you, I don't want to do chores. You've seen the market and bazaars the world over and surely have sage advice to share. You think very highly of me, Kryle. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing. But I'll leave the wool with Kaito anyway. The better to keep my hands free. Thank you. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Yeah! Havli, I came for the saddle. What the heck? Am I being robbed? Oh, something I can do for you? We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how much? And how will you be paying for it? Wool. With this basket of fine alpaca wool. You gotta be kidding me. They're nowhere near enough. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. Ah. I like to nurse a cup at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, third promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in 1,000 column. Okay, so it got cut off in half. Hold on. Did you say third promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal. Aged 3 years at least. What the heck? 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who'll see my business prosper. Zoraja will go to war and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, third promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Okay, that is messed up. That's discrimination. It's not personal. Okay, so how are we going to get 1,000,000 gil? Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Fair. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory, Wuklamat. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Yeah, I can see that. Still others, what is it? You never know what you have until you lose it. Still others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future the second promise envisions. They've become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the first promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. But what about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yakhui ruled our village. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn's servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. I need to turn off that notification sound. Well then, I guess I'd better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed. We just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the peace of Tuliolal on the line. Then neither will I. We will make you Dawn's servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Yes. What's his name? Walolo something? No. I don't know. Of course. Tawir. Bolnok was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going. But for now, let's head back to the road where we first met him. Clamato. Hello, Mablu. Is this where you met the weaver? I don't know. This is the spot. After Bolnok talked to us, he walked off to the south. Then he was probably going to Ikuvlo's inn. Most visitors to Huachumpelo end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? You know what? I will start doing quests with a different job, I think. Because these are still 90. Can I have that basket, Kaito? Yes, you can. Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Bunlock, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Third promise. You wish to do business with me? Might I ask what this is all about? Well, it so happens that we need 10,000 pel in order to buy a saddle because, you know, I'm the third promise and the guy likes the first promise. And I need to make sure to get that, but I don't have that money. I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Thank you, Bol. I almost said Bolsack. Bolnock. Peace in Tural is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledge to preserve the peace win the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that would easily fetch 5 pel in the 100 column. Okay, 500. Why do they talk like? Why can't they say 500 pel? That's very generous, Bolnock. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, third promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Kaito remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. Yeah, I didn't remember. That game did. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading. One which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Kaito, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Aaronville would never let me hear the end of it. True. Thank you. All set. Our next deal is waiting to be found. What the heck? That was cool. Success. You traded 100 pel basket of alpaca wool for 500 pel wool poncho. Leveraging collections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking for stocks to stock his shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? Whoever's cold. They aren't wearing one. They have a fabulous sense of style. They aren't wearing one. Maybe I should take off the mask. That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So, where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Yes, somebody that's cold. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mamolja hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or Sellsword. Mamolja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movement. So even if they have bared shoulders, Mamuljak carrying arms can be struck off the list. Hmm. Okay, so people with swords can be struck off the list. Meaning this one, I can't tell if that one has a sword or not. And this one already has a poncho, so I don't know if he'll want one. Let's talk with this one. Let's see. No cloak, no coat or cloak, but also no weapon. Oh, we might have a winner. Ho there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or the lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a tool maker from Tuliyola and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Pelu. I am a man who takes pride in his appearance and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. We have a beautiful poncho here that you could be wearing only for 1,000 pel. What a splendid poncho. This would be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. We'd be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade for one of your fine tools, perhaps. What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself with a vouch for its quality. The blade looks sharp, the haft well made. I'd value it at 1 pel in the 1,000 column. Yeah, there we go. We quintupled it again. Well, no, we doubled it. Oh, from 500 to 1,000. We have a deal. Wonderful. A fine garment such as this should put me on even footing with any fellow merchant. Like the eponymous of the Meat Blues mate garden for one. Her fields hands use hatchets to harvest the mate. And I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. What? No matter, I have other wares to sell. Glad I am to have met you. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Miplu's mate garden we go. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. Don't worry, Clamato. This is fine. These ones will be the calm type, right? Well, let's hope so. Yeah! Success! You've traded 500 pel wool poncho for 1,000 pel hatchet. Clamato. Here we go again, riding alpacas. Well done recognizing that toolmaker as a potential customer. If you've a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. Thank you for the kind words. Wuklamat steels herself for the ride to find your next trading partner. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold on to this. The hatchet? Fine. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. There you go. Let's mount up. Yes. Ooh. Please don't spit. Please don't spit. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, we Pelu would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across Tyrol? Chabameki. Ooh, I swear. Wow, I couldn't read that fast enough. Warmok Sormok, wasn't that the name? A forbidding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there, to the highlands belonging to the Yakui. So, Ma Blue, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for ranch work? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. Oh, come on, I'm sure you're fine. If I can help you buy the taming saddle, though, then it'd be proof that I can do this after all. In that case, you'd best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. Oh! What is that piss-looking cactuar? They got that piss color. Now I can freely use my cactuar piss. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ikuvlo's inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of the roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn servant, weren't you? Third promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobly took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them. Yes. And everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one waiting to go off and be a merchant. Follow your dreams, Mablu. Follow your dreams. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. As it's harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets. Add that to Wuklamat's weight with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Meatblue herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the third promise, and let's get to bargaining. You gave the hatchet to Wuklamat? No, I did not. You have that little axe for me? Here you go. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. You're Meeple, the owner of these fields. I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have to offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan. The razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. Mate leaves. Sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the 1,000th column, the same price as the hatchet. This deal would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Meatblue, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatches afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We missed the window for the man. In that case, we'll have to fall back on other connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives. I believe including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wuklamat. That is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair, given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Kona's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the fields. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mablu. Kaino and I have them made together. Okay. Why are you... Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then. And mind you, pick the healthy leaves. Off to the fields then. And mind you, pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles for each of you. From each of you, probably it said. I cannot read today. It is very difficult to read. Sway. Swaying in my bike, I go north. You brought me some leaves then? Yes, I have. An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fare before I make any decisions though. Here, we brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine after adding the value of labor to the price of the hatchet. I am prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. How much is high grade fish for? Premium mate. Bought at the shop, 1 sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands collar. Okay. We got 5k. We quintupled it. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. Here you go. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutually agreeable trade. As I am. All the best to the rest of your harvest. Mablu, what's wrong? It's as I was saying before. Even after everything Tobli's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How could I expect Tobli to accept my decision then? So you intend to give up then? I can't. After getting a taste of real trading, I want to be a merchant more than ever. And you'll just have to be honest. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tyrell's peace and become Dawn Servant, and becoming Dawn Servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your choosing. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tobli held the same opinion. So talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I'd say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Mark and I weigh into double the value, eh? I think you can do it. Oh, think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Kona and Zoralja? Zoralja. I mean, of course I am. I'm Wuklamad of the Dawn's Promise, after all. Stop lying. Wait, why? What's up with... Why am I doing that pose? Like, I'm mad at her. Is it because she doesn't believe in herself or something? I don't know. Woo! Money. My blue, I've never been one to take it slow. Once I have a goal in mind, it's full speed ahead. That's who I am. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Ereville's point. Are you that much of a, like, mess up? Are you that clumsy? Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery. Let's get some mezcal. We'll want to speak with a man by the name of Gobli. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Kaito, perhaps Wuklamad could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Okay. Excuse me, Babilja. Me, I'm a chef from Tuliolan. I often come here to buy Gobli's mezcal, the finest in Tural. According to my customers, he always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle that stuff too well myself, so it is kind of liquor then. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less potent refreshments during such conversations, else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. Okay. Some good old liqueur. Rap loot. There's not much I can say about Gobli, but I can tell you what Gobli's been saying. The other day he was muttering about monsters prowling around Agave Jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Fair enough. So I gotta probably kill some stuff. Oh, here we go. Souvli. Gobli might be a deft hand handling at the what? Gobli might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of the sun perch. My blue, I have some information. So, what did you find out? A lot of things, actually. It turns out that we can make use of all these tidbits, all those tidbits. The deal is good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobli is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You can go ahead and I'll bring Wuklamat. Hello, Gobli. I came for your matcha. I mean, your... What is it? Now I forgot the name of the drink. You have business with me, madam? Why don't we talk down below so as to not distract the alpaca from his work? Dude, what is it? Musclat? Misclat? No. Mal. Now, what's this about? Keep it brief, if you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year mezcal. For a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have Pel, but we can offer you a sack of met leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Mata leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal, just like that. Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Oh, we gonna get him drunk? Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? The monsters. I can get rid of him for you. Let's hold on to that one. We need to consider our timing. Okay? So the invitation to the palace then. Why did you even give me the option to choose? Whatever. Okay. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, Hubigo Chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like my tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. You're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubigo friend, but did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Oh, whoops. Should we offer to call the monsters causing the trouble? Nope, not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. As I expect you're aware, the rite of secession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes, I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Volokshunsa. It would be a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. Yikes, that floor looks weird. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for the court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnok, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliolal. True. As a supporter of Wuklamad and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit the golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring Sellsword to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment and Kaito and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnok. The fields you're looking for are just north of Huachupelo. Be safe. Huachunpelo. Be safe. Thank you. Alright, what's up, Clamato? That should be Agave Jaws just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you finish clearing out your share of the pests. Alright. I shall go full monkery. Woo. Look, it's aloe vera. Aloe vera. Sabila, as we call it in Spanish. I just realized I've been muted this whole time. Well, it's fine. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have the sack of leaves. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Your monster problem has been resolved. Master Gobley here. Master Gobley. Here are the mate leaves and the written introductions to Bolnok as agreed. Then the deal is done. Here. Your jug of premium mezcal aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes! We finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Damn it, what is that? Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Yeah! Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. get going, Mablu. Yay! We did it! Ooh, some dice. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held a 10,000 pel jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Until we get to the saddle maker. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Please stop that. Don't jinx it. Luckily, Havli's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. Da 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 da. Wuklamat. This is it. The trade we've been working towards. Whew. Still in one piece. Right. Time to make our deal. Aye, Havli. Give me that saddle. Get your tools ready, saddler. We brought your precious mescal. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing. A few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Swablu. Mablu. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant but Soral Ja, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. This trade is a fair one. I will craft your saddle, third promise. Great! Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Look at that aetheryte. Hello. Hello. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca has never been a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. Ah, I can taste that smooth mezcal already. We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only 100 pel basket of alpaca wool. Mablu, you are going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, third promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Yeah! Success! You traded 10... There's a weird mosquito flying around. Let's tell them the good news. It looks like everyone's been pitching in with the alpacas. You've been away for some time. I assume trading was productive? I made the mistake of startling one and caught a glob of spittle for my trouble. I'm beginning to understand Wuklamat's aversion to the animals. Tobley and Aaronville have been teaching us how to care for alpacas. One gentle girl ate the feed straight from my hand. Nice. Oh, whoops. Okay, Alphino. You've acquired the saddle, then? Yes, and thanks to no And thanks in no small part to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. Oh no. I know. This is something I need to learn. Great sunken gods, I did it! He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting of Wuklamat's touch. That is because of the singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but she's gonna say that cute. You're actually kind of cute. You're only now noticing that? Zoral Ja, he's back. He tamed one. What the heck is that? Having done exactly what he set out to do. That alpaca he's brought, is it just me or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. Wow. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Wuklamat. Alright, you didn't need to say all that. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the golden city, and then Tural can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fire of wars. In the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness firsthand. Wow. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict. The wages of war's merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Tuliolal all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth have they basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy but opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers a much needed lesson in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. "'Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. Yes. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. Wow. Those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors, as well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Galul Jaja did not elevate the Mamolja, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tuliolal, but the star in its entirety. What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone? He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even Kona. It's like we're not even family. Damn. It's okay, Clamato. I'll be your new family. The Raja is willing to go to war for his twisted visions of peace, but should he achieve this peace, then what? So much of our star has begun to embrace reconciliation and rebuild, and this would-be warlord would thrust it all back into turmoil. We cannot allow it to happen. I agree, Alphina. A golden alpaca in the flesh, like the Golden City. I thought them a children's tale. What kind of idiot thinks the world could be united with war? Even most Garleans have since realized that their conquests were a mistake. I could never agree with Soral Ja. I want Tuliolal to be a land of peace, now and always. I'll ponder Zoral Ja and his mysteries later. Right now, I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle. I practiced how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Orumkanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Wuklamat off on her hunt. What the? Why did that alpaca just approach? Oh, snap, the golden one. Let me ride you. Unfortunate. Let's go and twist and turn. I can do this. I know I can. Cheer on Wuklamat. Mablu's right. The least we can do is cheer. Saralja may have caught his alpaca first, but that doesn't mean Wuklamat is out of the running. She can do this. Orunkanka is a steep and treacherous place, so only those with the head ledger's blessing are permitted to go there. I have never set foot beyond this point. The valley is said to be home to fiends far more ferocious than spitting alpacas. How deep do you think the valley is? I glanced over the edge on the way here, but the mist was too thick to even speculate. Alright.
Good luck there, Promise!
Budget
Thanks.
returned.
I'll need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it.
It's over and done.
If I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too. Right. I'm off.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I stay here.
As will I. Wuklamat is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
Why me? I've never done that. Wait,
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things.
I
for
thought
the
I saw
warriors.
all raw skills on her feet.
Erenville
Wait,
specializes in finding animals, I believe.
he has some markings on the feet. Yeah,
But
it's not
aren't you
scales.
Shitona from Shaktural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking, and I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding this city of gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Okay.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Just so.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
He's fine.
Wait. Do you hear that?
They did it.
Let's go, Clamato.
You're utterly spent. And small wonder.
Well done, Third Promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
I never had any doubts. All right. No, wait, hold on. Wait. I want to read. Crelay. We were out here for quite some time, but I'm glad Wukalamat was able to catch her alpaca. And Erenville choosing to share his story with us was a welcome surprise. Thanks to Alphinaud and his healing hands, I can actually stand again, maybe even walk. Alphinaud was quick to lend a hand with dismantling the tent. Is this to be his new obsession now that he's mastered collecting firewood? Wuklamad had no serious injuries to speak of. However, she had clearly been pushed to the very limits of her endurance. I spoke too much. If Wuklamad is up to it, we should be heading back to Tobli. Okay. So I'm relieved the third promise came back to us safely. And the alpaca she tamed is a healthy looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feet of gold. Nice blue, raptor blue, cactuar green. So we'll take raptor blue. Mablu is minded to rush ahead to the village. Wuklamad still seems a bit uneasy on her feet. Hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away the fatigue like magic, though? Mate tea. I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time, and the tea will be ready when you arrive. Okay. As Mablu so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. I want to at least get to the first dungeon then. I think I'll leave Ambuscue at the point. That's good. Came back ahead of the orders, did you? I should hurry along with the tea. Then Wuklamad can't be that far behind. I'm reading this at such a weird way. Ooh, that tea really is magical. I feel better already. I see you've become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat. What should they react to? Their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Welcome back, third promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Yes, there's no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it! Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Saral Ja did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They are elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Galul Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. It was before the founding of Tuliolal, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yokhui, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride the alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts and food and other tributes. Those were wretched days, to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came a young Galul Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Our people were amazed by this imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yokhui in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Galul Jaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Galul Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelu Pelu from the Yakui's subjugation. He then turned an appraising eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amity between the clans. So it was that a few words from Galul Jaja transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants. I have never heard the Bon Papa forge with the Pelu Pelu spoken of in that way before. The saga is not to be The saga is not so detailed. Then you may not know that Galul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up into the highlands. Thus did he capture the golden alpaca. So both my brother and father caught the rarest of creatures, while an ordinary one was the best I could manage. Man, she does not believe in herself. The feat required no more than that third promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Mablu's right. You're a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Spit on her. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pelu Pelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. You should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. A block of gum. Strawberry flavored. 5 more to go. You're well on your way, third promise. We'd have been lost without you, Mablu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wuklamat. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. Tobli, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. What, you're the dad? I've always tried to keep my wards' lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide. Yet never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear you found the calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. What a G. Thank you, Tobli. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, third promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Then I suggest you talk to the Yakui. They once ruled over far more than just Urkopacha and the Pelu Pelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Yogg-Turaul and all its peoples. During that era, the Pelu Pelu were commanded to search for the City of Gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yakui have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated. We lose nothing from asking the questions. Besides, if we were determined to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. Up into the cold mountains. Oh, Kryl, I have a question I'd been meaning to ask. And since we have finished with the feat, where did you acquire that earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes, pieces just like it first became fashionable in Yogg-Turaul around 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. 20 years ago, right about the time my grandfather made his journey. Yet the Dawn servant implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than simple significance. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out. Seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you. Jumping feet first into peddler's business, eh, Mablu? Right then. That's 2 keystones down. I say we head back to Tuliolal and plan our next move. Yes. Farewell for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dawn servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. But you've heard Zoal Ja's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in his expansionist ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating, terrifying even. Whereas I've grown to love Wuklamat. Everyone she meets will come to love her too. And that's why she'll win the throne. I agree. You might be right, Mablu. You might be right. I expected as much from the moment I saw him, but winning the contest against Zoal Ja will not be easy. The Yakui once ruled the entirety of Yogg-Turaul. I'm curious to see what has become of them. That makes two out of the 7 keystones. So far, so good. I never dared hope we would find a lead for this earring mystery so quickly. Feels good to have the feet of gold safely under our belt, even if my victory pales beside Zoal Ja and his shiny golden alpaca. I know I shouldn't let it bother me, and gods know you've all been so supportive. But I want to be strong, or wise like my brothers, to be a promise that people respect. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to that with us. The contest has hardly begun. Golden Alpaca alone, I may have tried to track it beast myself. Traveling with so large and a diverse group is unfamiliar to me. She could see me now. Wait, who? She? The person that recommended he go to Charlotte? The Pelu remind me of Lalafell, never letting their size slow them down or hold them back. They move at their own pace, making their textiles and mezcal, and raise alpacas to bear them to market. Idle musings aside, we made a good start on these challenges. Hopefully we can keep it up. Neither Kona nor Bakul Jaja appeared to be in Wachunpelo. I imagine they're around somewhere making progress even as we are. Yet in a contest like this one, 'tis only a matter of time until the claimants are pitted against each other in direct competition. I've heard there are hot springs in Orcopacha, mayhap time permitting. I have not forgotten our obligations to Wuklamat, of course, having immersed ourselves in the cultures of others, though my anticipation for the new experiences this adventure will bring us has only grown. Look at us! The contest has barely begun and we've already have 2 keystones. Surely even my talented brothers aren't doing this well. We can only hope. Oh, 91. We've now won keystones from both the Feat of Reeds and the Feat of Gold. Surely this means our approach to the contest was the right one. So it would seem, by continuing to retrace Galul Jaja's journey as presented in the saga, we should find the remaining electors in turn. Then let's visit the giants next. Like Kryl said, the fact that they were searching for the Golden City might mean they know something useful. The home of Yokhui is in the upper reaches of Urkopacha. Unless you're keen on scaling cliffs, we'll have to take a long way around through Kozamaoka. This route will take us close to the Moblin village, which is another important location in the saga. Since we'll need all the keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through. So we call on the Moblins first, then let's head there right now. I'm afraid right now is going to be a problem. Yeah. The flight of Wee Wingless, the great stairs leading to the Moblin settlement, collapsed in the storm. What are we to do then? There's an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabins or see more of the city, whatever you prefer. Just to be sure, you'll accept any method of travel as long as it gets us to our destination? Of course! Who do you take me for? And as your guide, I will see to the arrangements. Well, it seems we have some free time on our hands, so let us make the most of it. I need to get my axe repaired. I nicked the blade pretty badly when I took the swing from Bakul Jaja. That reminds me, I never got around to introducing you to Rubley, did I? He's the man in charge of Wachumeki, a good person to know. Want to come along? Sure. Let's go then. Ready? The markets of Wachumeki are to the east and on the other side of the Bayside Bevy. Wuklamat is not... Yeah. This is Aunt T's Tacos, named for its owner here, the lovely Tisol. If you're already the best, if you're after the best tacos in Tuliolal, this place sits atop with the Zbaliav Tsie. You say that, Third Promise, but you only ever eat old Brook Evu's food. Come and buy mine for a change. Sorry, T-Sol. It's been a while, hasn't it? I swear I'll stop for a bite once the contest is over. I don't believe you. Yo, let me get a taco, bro. Damn. My, the third promise. How might I assist you in this fine day? Well met, Rupley. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my axe blade. Yes, it's been chipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, are we? Or were we? Something like that. Think you can fix it? You stand among Tiral's most prestigious gathering of artisans and ask this question? 'Tis child's play. We'll have it repaired for you in 2 shakes of an alpaca's tail. 1, 2. It's not done. Good to hear. I'll leave it in your capable hands. Who's your companion, if I may ask? This is Kaito, a great adventurer I recruited from across the salt. I brought her here to meet you, actually. Thought she might have a reason to visit Wachumeki Meki sooner or later. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Rupley, humble representative of this grand center of trade. A pleasure to meet you, Kaito. Thanks. You there, stop dithering in the shadows and announce your business already. I've seen that man somewhere before. Huh. Ah. I saw him. A jewelry maker you met on the voyage over. Oh, I remember. I spoke with him too. Dawntrail? Yes, that was his name. You've been loitering like a flighty admirer who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Out with it then. Why are you here? That is to say... The hell? And we're no closer to solving that enigma. I wonder if he could use someone to talk to. I say we go and ask. Let me know by link pearl if you find him first. We're in search of a man who can't speak his mind. You're conversing with Master Ropley, but wait, we met before, haven't we? On the ship? I found him. You found him? Good. I'll be right there. Why did you run off like that? Did you have business with Rupley or not? Please, you need to concern yourselves with my affairs. I'm undeserving of such attention. Huh? What are you going on about? I beg of you, do not ask me to explain. Do not. Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, you look like you need a friend. You are too kind. So be it. I suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. Before I came to Tulialal, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewelry maker in all of Ul'dah, Esteemed Aesthetics. Oh, it started off well enough, but as the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking. Mediocre. I lost confidence. Crippling doubt had possessed me. And any veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon crackled beneath its weight. Thus did I take ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores. Yet as you witnessed, I lacked the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Alright then. You offered a morsel, then served us a full course. You must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice. Then, you have experience with my predicament? Of feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers? Oh, yeah, she does. Well, when you put it that way, Yep. And Kona. Yep. Not me. I'm Muklamad, third promise of Tuliolal, daughter of the Dawn Servant. Oh, of course, you're a member of the royal family. Please forgive my presumptuousness. But what of you? Have you ever measured your work against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting all the time? On occasion. If even an ally handpicked by the Third Promise can feel such doubt, then what hope is there for me? I must question why I bothered to become a goldsmith in the first place. Oh. Looking back, 'twas my father who inspired me to take up trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of his clients, and I admired him deeply for it. But in the course of striving to be as great goldsmith as him, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft as he did. Perhaps I will give this one last try. Thank you both for reminding me of what truly is important. I bid you farewell, my lady. Off he goes. What is truly important? You better stop that shit. Why my character looking like that? Oh god. Alright, now I gotta wait for this trial to turn this in with this job. I guess I can turn it. I guess I can turn this one in. Yeah, let me turn it in with the healer. Oh, sorry, Kaito. I didn't mean to ignore you. But yes, I'm glad to see Fontaine is giving himself another chance. I can't help but wonder if Fontaine will follow through. Let's see if he's actually gone to talk with Robley. 'Twas kind of you to come, but you needn't worry. I've found my courage. Pray accept my apologies for my earlier behavior. My name is Fonjantan, and I am a goldsmith from Old Da in a faraway Eorzea. I realize that this is a bold request, but I should like to continue practicing my trade here at Wachumeki, if you will have me. I ask only for the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creations. So that's what it's all about. Well, you were looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Wachumeki is always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Yes, of course. I must thank you both again for your sage and timely advice. I don't know that I was all that helpful. But you were. Had you not come to speak with me, I would have not had the moment of much needed self-reflection. Hello. The arrangements have been made. Come and meet me at the entrance of High Tide Harbor. Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have my axe ready, Wobbly? Ready and waiting. Behold the sublime touch of a Wachumeki Meki artisan. Oh, it's as sharp and deadly as the first day I held it. Thank you. Well, good luck to you, Fontaine. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in, and I'd be happy to talk you out of it. As for us, we should head to the harbor. Wouldn't want to keep Erenville waiting. Enough with the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? Look there. That is my big plan. Is it a balloon? What? A ship? Ooh. Ah. What is that? It's a Punuti. It's a Punuti. She'll be pulling over a boat upriver. She'll be pulling our boat upriver. How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead? They're gentle and timid creatures, for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her reason to. First alpacas, now punutis. We're relying a lot on animals for this journey. We should be thankful we have an animal expert as our guide then. But did it have to be my old nemesis? Another boat? Well, I took you for someone who was up to the challenge. Was I wrong? Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitant of Kozamaoka rode these riverboats to move swiftly through hostile territory. But the vessels see little use with Tural now at peace, so I was able to borrow one of the few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me that the updrafts near the falls would make landing difficult. You said you borrowed one, yet there appear to be several on the water. Kona! Lamati. Traveling upriver, I presume. Seems that way. Does this mean you've earned 2 keenstones already? I can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone. He's not alone. I was never alone. I had my own entourage with me since the beginning. My friends, it's been, not that long. Thancred, Rianjay, what are you doing here? Escorting a promise, the same as you. I heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time at the studio. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought who better to recruit to my cause. I contacted the Scholarch who arranged an introduction to these 2 gentlemen. The second promise had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Thus did Thancred and I receive the summons. My own studies concentrated on technology which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation. Knowing you two, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job. A few. The nation of Tuliolal spans an entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Ever have we striven to preserve peace? Where is our place if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavor. He's even more opaque than Orion J at times, but it's surprisingly... That's quite enough of that. We must be on our way. Wait, I have one question before you leave. Kona and Wuklamat are vying for the throne. As Kona's entourage, does that mean you're resolved to defeat all his opponents, including us? We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Kona, even if it means competing against our own comrades. We intend to hold nothing back and expect you to do the same. And we won't disappoint you. I'm gonna do this with trust first. I thought you were taking a boat. If even you have been forced to travel on water, then the others will be doing the same. I would rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. It's true that I can't stand boats, but I trust the route Erenville has chosen for us. Leaving the handling of the Punuti to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have difficulty keeping her under control. Do your best to draw them away as far from the front of the boat as possible. You got it. Then we shall remain on deck and stand guard, although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit up front with Erenville, just in case. I'd like to stay on deck. I'm eager to put my pictomancy to proof. And I'll take any chance to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Then Kral will stand guard with Kaito. I'll keep Erenville company then. With my blade, I can respond more quickly to threats than Alphinaud. Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of your way. And I shall endeavor to provide aid where it is needed. I can do that as well. That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Okay, so it's gonna be Wuklamat as tank, Alphinaud as healer, me as DPS, and Kral as DPS. Let the hunt begin. Ihui Katumu. I'm guessing Wuklamat can be DPS as well. Yeah. Just in case I want a tank. Cool.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Sure. This looks right. Wait, before that, it's time to start using all my stuffs. One of you. One of you. Unfortunately, the earring no longer works, so I will be without earring. Let's go. I'ma monk it up. Oh, they're a boat in front of us. Chaka chang. Chaka 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 chung. Chaka chukung chaka chang. Hadouken. One, two, three. Woohoo! Hadouken. Hadouken. God damn, DPS harder, come on. Oh, come on, Alizé. You should be able to take him. Oh, what? Yes, come closer, we have something for you. A gift, courtesy of the blessed siblings. You, yeah, enjoy our present. Wait, did I do that one already? I think I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh no! Oh! God, this is not going to plan. We'll have to improvise. The heart is afraid of a fair fight. See you upriver if you make it that far. Damn you, Bakul Jaja. He's broken the boat. Crippling our boat was a cowardly move. Aaronbill, we're losing speed. I can't command the Punuti like this. The harness is broken. I'm sorry. We have to pull over to the bank. Damn it. That asshole. Seems Bakul Jaja got his way. We won't be going anywhere until we can make repairs. See if there's a route over land. We'll try to catch up to you later. We have to mend this damage. If you could help me, Alize. Of course, whatever you need. Oh god. This is the mother of our Punini. It's huge. Alright, let's go. Oh, okay. What the heck? Whoops. Damn, I keep using the wrong skill. Woo! Just burn. There we go. The sheer force, it's pulling in everything. Don't get caught in it. You see what it did? The jungle itself was laid waste. Unbelievable. I'll never look up at Brunity the same way again. Such monstrous lungs the creature had. Okay. Ooh, okay. I got my own shoes. 650. Ooh, improvements already. I like that. What do I have? 640? Yeah. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Keep moving. Keep it moving. Oh no, Alphino! Damn it! That is not good. Oh, this is really bad. Shit. That's so bad. No. I need to find a way to. God damn! Kill this one. Ah! How the hell did Alphino die? Damn, I couldn't get the other one. It was so close to death too. Whoops. Let's climb. What? What a strange happenstance hath summer fortune the fallen thy vessel? You bitch! Ah! Apologies, friends. What? Apologies, friends. It seems you'll be taking the long way around. Such cheek. I'll have to find another route. Ooh, colorful. Oh, wait. What the heck? Mimiclot. Cool. Alright, this time let's not mess it up. Yeah. Come on. Alright, don't screw this up this time, Alphino. Why did home gang not work? All right, nice. Oh, they were us. Okay. What is going on? They copied our forms. Okay. What the heck is this? Drowsy. No, wait! Hey! Okay, this looks like it's going to shoot tentacles in those directions. Okay. Drowsy dance invigorates the root. Oh, bigger. Okay. Here should be fine. Let's sneeze. Mimics again? Yeah. Mimic a lot. Another victory for us. Out of the tunnels we go. Alright, let's see. They've copied our. We can't simply sneak by, can we? Not likely. Gah. They're coming from below. Is he dancing? He's watering the seeds with ether. Are they still growing? Look out. They're much bigger now. Watch where the roots are facing. What now? Ew, he spat something up. The mimics from before. They've copied us again. Oh my, that is unsettling. Smash them. Whatever face they wear. Another victory for us out of the 7. Okay. Is this gonna revive? This looks like it's gonna revive. Uh-oh.
Escape this.
Oh. Okay. We emerged somewhere upriver. Then let's press on. These creatures were killed. What the heck is that? Whoa, Mega Beetle. Gods below, what was that? Some species of vilekin. Ew. Let's keep on moving, let's keep on moving. Let's keep on moving, let's keep on moving. Casting. Here we go. Beetle time. Cool. Apex Predator. Apollyon. Let's go. Da, 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 da. Oh, the wildlife is helping. Weird. Oh no! He ate the helpers. Feeding on strengthens wing beats. Wait, what? Watch out for his wings or something? Woo! Oh god. Take him down, wildlife. Strength in his forearms. Woo. Oh, what the heck? Okay, I just gotta move along with this one. There we go. Move out of that. It's over there. Are you kidding me? I was out of that. Holy crap, these are huge. Please, please. Here we go. Let's go. That was a cool boss. Alright, Leaping Oppo, Rising Raptor, Pouncing Curl, Beast Chakra Mastery. Okay, let me read the rest. It said, it's the Viking we saw earlier. My axe for a giant boot. We've got pumas coming in. They don't seem interested in us. After a rival predator, it seems. It's eating them. Such ferocity. Everything is food to this creature. Careful, it's much faster now. Because it fed? It must take the qualities of its prey. Now what? Giant worms? They were burrowing beneath us. It's one thing after another. Ugh, it's feeding again. Its appetite is endless. Where its adaptations? Cool. Let's go. Let's go. Wait, how much experience did I get from that? The boss gave me 3 million. 3.7 million. That's a lot. Wait, where did I get the 5 million from? This? No. Can't be that. Wait, where the hell did I get the 5 million from? Oh, first time completion? Wow, 5 mil for first time completion. That's a lot. Alright, let's see what's up. We made it. Is Erenville coming with the boat?
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
We did it.
Hey! Everyone all right?
I was worried we might not catch up to you. Those caravans you traversed were dug by the Yokhui in the search for gold. Remnants of the excavations can be found throughout this region. While I appreciate the lesson, oh wise guide, are we landing this boat? What? Our river journey is almost over. For proof of that, you need to look ahead. Landing this boat anytime soon. The falls were impressive enough from a distance, but it's almost too much now. Yes, amazing. Now please let me off. New land. Oh no, wait, this is still Kozamaoka now. No, no more boats. Are you? Oh, you're not all right. Oh. I should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent. There's a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who've ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. That would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength for a short walk, Wuklamat? We can rest along the way, too. Damn it all. A promise is meant to lead from the front, not mule and moan like a sick kitten. You can't help if you get, motion sickness. Uklamat. Ignore me. It's the nausea talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on, I'll follow. Very well. But if I might say one thing. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone. So please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. But Kryl, Stop being so stubborn. Oh, my character finally... Everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes. Leaning on others is a skill all leaders require. You as well, Kaito. Yeah. You think I got through all the expansions by myself? I've always believed this is my problem alone, but perhaps you have the right of it. Yeah, be more confident. You got this. Alright. I'll talk about things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. We'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. Come on, you can count on me. You can confide in me. We're both cats. I've long felt that I could never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting, that admitting to weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. But if you say you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. Come on, let's catch up to the others. It's kind of cool. Like, it still separated the zone into two halves, but it was fairly quick. This seems a cozy spot for Wuklamot to let her guard down. I know it can't be easy for her. The side of this region is so different from where the Hanu live. The striking colors of vegetation alone. This place is called Many Fires for the constant stream of peddlers and travelers who may camp here after climbing the stairs. Now that I decided to share, I feel nervous. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Then let's settle in. We'll need a cook fire, and there's meal preparation to be done.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
That's a good question.
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
Sweet.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did.
Here we go again.
I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
Have some confidence. You can't measure your worth by the success of others. That is true. Why do you want the throne? Go with the first one.
Don't compare myself to my siblings, you mean? I think I see what you're saying.
You do that and you're gonna
My
be...
reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers.
Yes.
It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali.
Good for you.
It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Damn, Arrowville looks nice. Meanwhile, in the second Promises camp, we're gonna see. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Wuklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it. Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alize on her rear.
Wow. Wow, bro really said I'm gonna spank her.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
I mean, you've done it before already. Sly man.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates. The head of the students of Bardessian.
And of course, the Warrior of Light.
And then there's Eorzea's vaunted champion.
Yeah.
If she's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us.
Yeah, they know, they know.
Not that I've any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better. And I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach. But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawn Servant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
Ooh, that's some weird lighting.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
Meanwhile, with the first promise.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawn Servant.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention, When I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it. Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
What is going on here?
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
Uh-oh. This guy no good. That guy no good. Always trust in the camera angles. They reveal much. Earlier with Bakul Jaja. Okay, here's the dickhead.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be a shame to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliyollal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. Back to it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
Don't tell
You
me.
expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!
Okay. Complete this quest and leave it there. It is good to see Wuklamat more sure of herself. Yes, you are correct. I'm glad we could take a moment to talk things through. Wuklamat seems much happier for it. It doesn't matter if Wuklamat's scared of alpacas or gets sick on boats. It doesn't change who she is or what she means to her people. I have some small experience with the pressures of leadership. Yeah, Crystal Brace. And crumbling beneath its weight, as you well know. If anything good can be said to have come true of my failures, I hope it is my capacity to help others avoid similar mistakes. Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest, and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better, will be better, for myself and for my people. Da 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 da. Nice. All right. First part of the story completed. I will leave it here. Can I? Am I? Yeah, I am. I did not attune. I'm gonna attune first. I'm gonna leave it there. Oh, the arc mount. Didn't get it. Alright. Good point to stop. I'll do some roulettes later or something and then keep doing story at a different time. Cool, cool, cool.